Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining me today. My name is Ken Bailey, and I'm going to spend about 20 minutes or so sharing what we call the Opportunity Company. I know your time is valuable, and I want to respect that time. In fact, I should be able to be completely through this in about 20 minutes or even a little bit less. First of all, I want to thank you for your time. I know your time is valuable. I want to respect that time. The name of the company that we're sharing with you is on your screen. It's called Ariix. There's actually three parts of our HIT. We call it health, income, and travel. Now, initially, you may be only joining or looking at this because you're interested in saving money on travel. We can certainly do that for you. But I need to explain the health and the income so you can see how it all works together. But real quickly, my background is I was in the computer field for about 17 years, a little over 17. Went to college for that and thought that was my career. And 17 years ago, this past January, I was introduced to a direct sales company, a home-based business, and was extremely blessed. In fact, about 2 years into working at part-time, was able to go full-time. I've now been full-time for over 15 years. I've been really, really blessed, but never more blessed than when I saw what I'm getting ready to share with you, as our company was at the time, 5.5 years ago. And I believe it was the greatest opportunity in the country even then, but we've enhanced it many, many times over the last 5.5 years. And in particular, at Ariix Travel about 3 months ago. And it's the most unique thing I've seen in almost 18 years in our industry. But I'm going to jump into this. When I first saw the company, as I said, 5.5 years ago, I come up with this set of criteria on what you should be looking for in a home-based business. First of all, is the company here for the long term? Folks, that's more important than anything else on your screen. All of it's important. You got to have great products. You got to be able to grow. You got to be paid well. You got to have good support. But whether or not a company's here for the long term is the most important thing. And whether or not a company's here for the long term is primarily dependent on who's running the company. On the screen is the leadership of our company, with the most important thing on the bottom of your screen in the blue there. Over 140 years of combined experience. Now, guys, I won't go into detail on all of them and bore you to death, but I will say that they're experts in what they do. Our Chief Product Officer, the lone lady on the screen, her name is Deanna Latson. She has a no-compromise attitude when it comes to ingredients and products. I'll mention that a couple times as I go through this. But also our Chief Executive Officer, our Chief Financial Officer, our President, they're just all experts at what they do. And I'll just tell you, I met 6 of the 7 people before I ever joined the company to see what their vision was, to see what the financial strength was. And once we took about 30 days, a month or so, we joined the company. And at the time, 5.5 years ago, I believe it was the best opportunity in the world. Folks, 5.5 years later, I can tell you it's without a doubt the best opportunity in the world. They have surpassed everything we expected and beyond. I can just tell you, joining this company 5.5 years ago was the best financial decision I've ever made, the best decision I've ever made for my health, and now about 3 months into our travel brand, the best decision I've ever made to save money on travel. So once we were convinced this is the best opportunity in the country because of our leadership, we started looking into the products. Well, on the screen are some of the certifications and endorsements our products have earned in our first 7 years in business now. And I won't bore you again with all the details of what those mean or what they are. Just what it means to you is you will not find cleaner, safer, healthier products on the planet. Okay? A couple more things on our products. We give our customers 100% money back guarantee. We also give our customers 100% potency guarantee. You say, what does that mean? That means what it says on the label is guaranteed to be exactly what's in the product. And believe it or not, that's often not the case. So we're very, very proud of the quality of our products. Now, what kind of products are we talking about? Well, our company is set up very uniquely by brands. Some people call them divisions. We actually have 8 different brands in place now. By the way, we had 3 brands when I started 5.5 years ago, to give you an idea how the company is progressing. And we have patented exclusive products in every brand, but I'm not going to overwhelm you with information on all those today. In fact, I'm just going to highlight 3 of our top selling products. But if you decide to take advantage of the income opportunity here, you'll have access to all of our brands at wholesale prices. But as you can see there, we have a nutrition brand, a weight loss brand, clean air and clean water, essential oils. We have an organic personal care brand, things like shampoo, conditioners, toothpaste. Excuse me. We now have 2 skincare brands, and then our newest brand is Ariix Travel. Very, very unique, and I'll get back to that here in just a second. But as I said, we're not going to cover all the products. We have dozens and dozens and dozens of amazing products. I'm just going to feature 3 of our top selling products today. First of all, 36 superfoods called MOA. There's 36 superfoods in this one liquid nutrition. And you can see on the screen the ingredients that are in this product. And I can just tell you, you will not find it anywhere else in the world. Now, you may recognize, a lot of people recognize noni for something called noni juice, acai berry, goji juice. Some people have heard of that. But you've never seen all of it in one liquid nutrition. In particular, there's 6 different mushrooms. And guys, you can see on the screen what this does for you. Anti-aging, immune system support. In fact, there's about, I think, 9 of the ingredients that target the immune system. There's several ingredients that target inflammation in the body. And we can't make any claims that we cure anything or any medical claims or anything like that. But I can just tell you, every single day now, I have people calling me with stories on what these ingredients are doing for them. They're just not getting sick anymore, and they don't have any joint pain, and digestive issues are just going away. It's just a remarkable, remarkable product. And then the second product we're going to feature is something called Rejuvenex. It's an all-natural energy product. Now, as much as I love that MOA or 36 superfoods, I think this Rejuvenex is still my favorite product. And it's simply because, first of all, there's a huge demand for it. The energy drink market did over $40 billion in sales last year alone, and they're terrible for people's health. We have a safe, healthy alternative that's superfruits and natural energy enhancers. So there's a huge demand for it. People can tell day one that it's working for them. And by the way, it's a smooth, safe, healthy. It's not a 5-hour and then drop off. Also, there's an ingredient called L-theanine you can see there. And that's for mental clarity, and it just gives people, they perform better on tests, or athletes perform better. And we just love it, guys. And then the third reason is probably my favorite is, to make a long story short, I kicked a 25-year soda habit without a single headache because of the ingredients that are in this energy product we have. And then the third product I want to feature is our Slenderize, which is our safe, healthy weight loss brand. And the foundation is those homeopathic weight loss drops that you can see on the screen there. Completely homeopathic. Basically, the way it works is the first set of drops you place underneath your tongue about 10 minutes before you plan to eat. Gets it into your bloodstream immediately, bypasses the gut. And then the second set of drops you place underneath your tongue right before you're going to eat. And you can see on the screen what it does: suppress the appetite, boost the metabolism. Guys, I can tell you personal testimony, personal story here. When our company started, I got on the Slenderize products and lost 63 pounds, okay? And by the way, it's not just the weight loss. I mean, I personally have battled weight my whole adult life. I've tried every diet you can think of. But guys, it's how we feel. We're just not hungry, because it truly does suppress the appetite, takes away the cravings. And guys, it's just the energy we have. And you know, I could start showing you before and after pictures. I literally have tens of thousands of people from my own team now that have experienced the best weight loss of their life, okay? By the way, in the red there, clinically proven. We put it through clinical trials before we ever put it on the market. And in our clinical trial, women lose an average of 1/2 pound a day, men 2/3 of a pound. So 13 to 16 pounds in 30 days is the average. Of course, many people are above average. So just a remarkable product there. I think I have a few before and afters. Let me skip through those. Didn't know I still had them on this presentation. I'm going to switch gears just for a second here about the business side of our company, the growth. We started in 2011, so we just turned 7 years old, July of 2018. Look at that in the red there. 252% growth in the last 3 years alone. Over 180 million in sales last year. And you might be saying, well, is that good? Folks, you can count on one hand how many companies in the history of our industry ever did 180 million in their first 6 years. So a very select group of companies ever do this. But the most exciting part to me here in the United States, Canada, Australia, people that are listening to this call, over 90% of that growth was outside the United States. In fact, China did about 70% of that, and then Japan was number 2. So the point being, nobody in the United States knows about the company yet, and you have the opportunity to take market share. And I'll get back to that here in just a second. We are now doing business in about 35 countries. Actually have offices, I think, now in 22 or 23 countries across the globe. And so with technology today, just like I'm using right now, you can build teams all over the world and eventually travel there if you want to, but it's not necessary. Pretty amazing. Now, next to the last thing before I get to the travel, our compensation plan. Now, I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of details here because we can give you websites and material to get the details on our pay plan. But I do want to mention a couple of things. First of all, it's a patented pay plan. It pays you 8 different ways. And then the most important thing for you to know in the beginning, look at the bottom of your screen. Guaranteed most payout per sales dollar. What does that mean? Guys, we guarantee to pay out more for every dollar sold than any other company in the world in our industry. In fact, we guarantee a 50% payout. Every dollar sold, at least 50% is paid back to the representative base. You say, is that good? Well, the industry average is in the mid-30s, 30-some%. So what that simply means to you is we pay out about 25 to 30% more than the next best competition. But think about that a second. As I've already shared with you, top management team with 140 years of experience, some of the best products in the world that truly work. Okay, think about that for a moment. Very diversified. Now throw in the fact that we also pay out more than anybody else. The timing we're going to talk more about, and then you throw in the Ariix travel I'm getting ready to cover with you. Guys, that's a recipe for an incredible, incredible opportunity for you. Okay, the last thing, if you like what you've heard so far, how do you get started? Right before I get into the travel part, you start with our company simply by purchasing some packs, okay? Some products, okay? We put them in packs to give you some extra discounts, some extra features in our pay plan, all that kind of stuff. But right now, our most popular pack are called Transform packs or Transformation packs. You can see them on the screen there, and they feature the 3 products that I've talked to you about. The 36 superfoods, the energy, and then the weight loss drops, okay? Our most popular pack on our team right now is Transformation Pack D. As you can see there, it's $370, tax, shipping, and all, a little over $400. Well, not only, it's like Transformation Pack D there, would give you 2 months of the weight loss drops, 2 to 4 months of the energy, and a month of the 36 superfoods. But in addition to 3 of our top selling products for that $400, you also now have a business. You're in business around the world. You're going to get future products at wholesale from any of our brands. You'll get personal marketing websites. You can send somebody your website across the world, and they can order from you, and it's shipped straight to their doorstep. From a training perspective, you're going to get online training. You're going to get printed training material. We have a training kit that's sent to you that also has some samples of our products. It's very, very professionally done. You're going to get the tax breaks of a home-based business. Excuse me, by the way, the tax breaks of home-based businesses have always been fantastic, but underneath the new tax code, even better than ever. And then in the red, because I think they might be 3 of your most important things you get, corporate support. We have a rep support department whose sole job is to answer questions for you. And then local support. My job, whoever shared this video with you, our job is to help you. You're not too excited about me losing weight or me making money or me saving money on travel. But when it starts happening for you, that's when you get excited. So we're going to make sure you have the best local support possible. And then last but not least, and where I'm going to spend the last few minutes of this video, is you get access to Ariix travel, okay? Now, let me explain what we've got here. Our company, Ariix, we have partnered with the largest wholesale travel supplier in the world. It's the same company that supplies the travel to Travelocity, Expedia, Priceline, all the online travel sites. Well, in fact, what's quite interesting to me, and I just learned this, recently, Expedia and Priceline, those 2 companies own all the other travel sites. That's why when you go to search for travel, all the prices are almost exactly the same. It's because it's the same 2 companies, and they have something called price parity, where they've agreed on what the price is going to be, okay? You and I, as Ariix distributors, now have access to the wholesale travel price before those companies mark it up to the public. The public never sees this price, okay? And here's how it works. When you join our company, You go into your back office and you'll have an option to get your own travel portal. It'll cost you $128, okay? But look at the bottom of your screen there. For every dollar spent with Ariix, including tax and shipping, we'll give you back one travel dollar, okay? Except in your first 4 weeks, we double that, okay? So for example, let's say you join our company with one of those transformation packs. You spend around $400. We will give you 800 travel dollars. We'll double every dollar you spend. We'll also double that 128 for your travel site. So what that means is you're going to start out with a minimum of over 1,000 travel dollars. Now we have some other packs that you can purchase where those travel dollars are even greater. And the person who invited you for this video can explain that to you. So then when you sign up for your travel site, here's what it'll look like. This is simply a screenshot of my travel website. So you see in the left-hand top there, rewards bank balance, $26,668. That's my travel dollars that I've earned over the first 5.5 years I've been with the company. Notice in the middle, my opportunity credits, $3,250. And I'll explain that to you here shortly. But you simply put in your destination, what dates you're going to be traveling, and the system goes out and finds the best deals for you. And guys, I can tell you, we've had this for about 3.5 months now. And on average, we're saving 50% of any place I've been traveling in the world. The larger the city, like if you're traveling to Atlanta, for example, we'll save 60, even 70% in Atlanta, Boston, Houston. And then in the smaller markets, I was just in Roanoke, Virginia a couple of weeks ago, stayed at the Holiday Inn in Roanoke and saved 52%, I believe it was. And guys, that's become normal. Now, we can't show you those screens for legal reasons. The travel industry won't allow us to show you the exact rates at the exact hotel, but I can just tell you what's happening and what will happen for you. In fact, I just had a gentleman join the company last Saturday, and he was getting ready to go to Las Vegas. He got started, and literally 30 minutes later, he booked a 4-day stay in Las Vegas at a premium hotel. Can't tell you the name of the hotel. However, he saved over $500 for 4 days. So he joined for $400, and the first trip he booked, he saved over $500. So that's quite remarkable. So basically what happens, guys, you use those rewards dollars that you see on the screen, and what I would normally pay $200 a night at a hotel. We have it on our site for maybe $100, 50% savings. So I'll use 100 of my travel dollars, and then I only pay $100 instead of $200. Now get this. When I pay $100 for that $200 hotel, I get $100 back into my travel bank to be used again and again. And then those opportunity credits for building your business, you can earn those credits and use them to stay completely free. Okay, it's quite remarkable. And if I've confused you on this travel, I mean, simplify it, and then you can get with the person who invited you to look at this to make sure you understand the details. Simply by being a distributor with our company, you'll have your own wholesale travel site, and you'll save 40, 50, 60% at hotels, for rent-a-cars. I just booked a rental car. I'm going to northern Maine in August, and I saved 50% on my car rent. Guys, it's remarkable what you can save here. So I still got some screenshots. I'm going to go through those quickly because we're not allowed to show those for legal reasons. But in summary, you can start a business and get everything you need to succeed. In this case, for around $400, you simply add the travel for $128, and then look at line 3. You will save more money on travel than it costs you to start and maintain your business. Guys, that essentially makes these products free, okay? Because you're getting every dollar you spend on the products, we're giving you at least one travel dollar and doubling it for your first month. So that same dollar you're using for these products, you also get to use to save money on travel. Quite unique, quite amazing, really. You're going to get some of the best products in the world. And then the last line there, if you decide to start sharing this with people, you can create a residual income as you start building a team of people. Because all we do, folks, as a distributor with our company, is build a team of customer gatherers for these remarkable products and save money on travel. And then the next to the last screen here, why would you join now? Well, guys, our company just turned 7 years old. We've been growing steadily, but the travel was announced in March, And I believe around April the 1st or so, our company started into what we call momentum. That momentum period, the history shows for every company that's ever entered momentum, that's usually a 2 to 6 year period. And what that means for you is you can do what typically would take 6, 8, 10 years to build. You can do it in 2, 3 years because nobody knows about our company. Okay. It also has a little quote there that I love. You know, everybody's heard it's the early bird that gets the worm. That's true. But guys, it's the second mouse that gets the cheese. Okay. What am I saying? Well, when a company's in those formation period, in our case, in the first 5 or 6 years, reps start and quit because everything's not in place. They're looking for things to be perfect. Now, the early bird like myself that sticks around, there's great rewards. But you, my friend, can be the second mouse. Everything's in place now, and it's much easier for you to collect that cheese if it makes sense to you. Guys, the last screen here, I want to thank you for your time, and I just urge you to take action. Take action on what you're now blessed to know about. You know, I read one time, talking about action, I read one time that there's 2 ways to get to the top of an oak tree. You can take action and go climb the tree, or you can sit on an acorn and wait. I urge you, don't be sitting on the acorn here. I would tell you, get back with the person that invited you to take a look at this and get started. Take action today. Let me be the first to welcome you to the team. I look forward to meeting you around the country. God bless you, and everybody out there have a great day, and I hope to get to meet you soon.